Hello everyone, I hope you are doing great. In this tutorial we're going to learn on how to use this switch statement, alright? So as you can see, I've given here an example, right, using if else, alright? So based on the value of the variable role, we're logging something to the console, alright? So let's do the same thing but using the switch, alright? So say switch, right? And in here we pass the variable that we want to check on, alright? So call it role. Open curly braces, and then case, and then type in the value. So admin, this one is equal to if, so case admin is the same if I were to say if role is equal to admin, right? Same thing. And in here I'm just gonna console log this message, alright? And same, if I go down here, so case editor, alright? And I'm gonna console log this message over here, can edit content, right? Then case viewer, and we're gonna do the same thing. Alright, we're just gonna console log this message. Alright, and what do you have left? Alright, only one sub role case guest, that's the last one. Alright, and then we're gonna console log this message over here. Alright, so and then the default, I'm gonna explain in a second what does it mean. You're gonna console log this message over here. You just copy paste it. Alright, let me comment out this piece of code, save the file, and see what's happening. Alright, so the role is equal to admin, but as you can see, we console logged all the messages in the switch. Alright, why is that? It's not a bug, it's just something is still missing, which is the break. Alright, so in our case, we first check if the role is equal to admin, which is true. So we console log our message, as you can see here first, and then because there's no break, it will continue executing all the code below this console log. Alright, and that's not what we want to do. Alright, so I'm just going to use a break in here, and as you can see, if the case was equal, if the role was equal to admin, we only console log in this message, and then we're done. Alright, we don't go and execute the code below. Alright, so let me just add it in all of them. Alright, break guest. Alright, I'm not adding it to default because there is no other like case or code below it, so there's no need to add it. Alright, if I change admin to editor, see what's gonna happen. So if it was editor, this one is true, and then we're gonna console log our message, and then we're gonna break. Alright, but if I say instead of error, let me put some random value in this, and because this doesn't exist, right? So not the first case, not the second, not the third, not the fourth, it will fall into a default, right? And it will console log this message, no access. So think of default as else, right? And think of cases as ifs, alright? So if case is equal to admin, if the role is equal to admin, we're doing this piece of code. Else if the role is equal to editor, we're doing this piece of code, and so on, so on. And then default is else. Alright, so it's up to you whether choosing the regular if else or the switch, right? Personally, I don't find myself that that many times using the switch, but it's still helpful in some cases. I definitely used it in some cases, but I always use the if else unless there is something that needs the switch statement to be used for. Alright, so that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next one.